Hello, everyone. Today I would like to dive a little bit deeper into the Venus square node aspect in one's own natal chart. I personally have this aspect in my birth chart, and I can give you a glimpse on how this plays out in my daily life. And I can also give some tips on how to balance this aspect. So stay tuned till the end. So, one thing to keep in mind is if you have a Venus square north node aspect, it also implies that you have a Venus square south node aspect as well. And this in turn means that there is a possibility that your relationships, which is Venus, that could hold back from your soul growth, that is your north node. So you may easily fall into old patterns that do not serve you. And this is what happens in my own life. I prefer to focus on beautiful things or on romance, and that keeps me stuck in some painful patterns over and over. And this also means that I attract relationships or people that stop me from truly growing. So, when others question the North Node qualities that you develop, you tend to believe them and ignore the lessons of your North Node again. So, with this aspect, what I learned personally in my life is I need to leave relationships behind that do not serve me in the long run. And it's important that I develop new relationships with different values. And this path takes a lot of strength, and I know that it is very uncomfortable. So, something that I learned over time is that the way out is to focus on developing my North Node qualities to gain my strength. With this aspect, it's very important that you learn how to use logic in your relationships. You may actually struggle to see the truth and basically prefer to look at that beautiful love story instead of the hard truth. So, utilizing your logical mind is very essential. This aspect makes you very artistic by nature, and tapping into this will further your growth. And also, this aspect can actually indicate that your painful relationships will push you able to access a new sense of self and purpose. Or maybe I can give you some examples. So sometimes you may find that the person you love may put some sort of blocks in your path to your life purpose, right? Maybe you want to be a doctor and your boyfriend may want you to marry him, and that might mean that you might need to drop out of medical school or some sort of similar scenario where love could actually hinder your life purpose or your growth into that area. And another example could be someone who cannot find her own value, even though maybe your north node might demand you to be more confident within yourself. So this square aspect might make you doubt yourself. Another could be someone who wants to be a designer, but that person doesn't trust that he or she has good enough taste or style to do the job. So there's always this inner tension, right? So this is what it implies basically. This aspect could also signify a history of romantic pain, either from this lifetime or previous lifetimes. And in previous lifetimes, you may have indulged yourself excessively, especially in matters of love and pleasure. And in this life, the universe is asking for a recalibration or a balance. So, finding lasting happiness in partnerships might feel a bit elusive, and you might even find that relationships, particularly romantic ones, present a unique set of challenges. So, your desires might need to be channeled towards spiritual growth or a consciousness expansion. So just ask yourself how you can turn moments of romantic frustration into opportunities for personal and spiritual development. And here is where the artistic capabilities comes to play. Use your romantic frustrations or your disappointments, channel it into some artistic endeavors. create art from that. This is a way how you can navigate this in a positive way. And there might also be a significant challenge in expressing affection that could be born of like past wounds or early life experiences. But whatever the case, your depth of care for your family, friends, partners, the world is profound. Consider how you can bring your artistic sensitivities into your personal connections to enrich them. How can you transform your understanding of beauty and artistic endeavors into acts of love and healing in your relationships? In my personal chart, I have my Venus in seventh house squiring the node in 10th house. And these themes have been a recurring theme in my own life. And even though it feels a bit challenging in the area of relationships, I'm trying my best to channel it into a better way. And I do create art when I feel the most stuck. And in my life, every time I some of my relationships fail or friendships fail for me, everything related to one relationship, be it friendship, be it business partnership, it is in fact difficult for me to navigate those. And sometimes I feel these relationships keep me stuck in a place where I couldn't grow further. And somehow the relationships will all end, sometimes in a difficult manner, because the North Node is our purpose. And no matter what we do, we will have to follow that path. So once my relationship ends, it gives a deep void or wound within myself. It sometimes took a longer time for me to navigate this aspect, to be honest. But then I learned, once I feel this extreme void post a relationship that ends, instead of going into deep depression, what I do is I turn that into artwork. I create art, I draw, I travel, I go to beautiful places, I go to museums, I try to find beauty in everything. And slowly I feel that I reach inner peace with this artistic endeavors. So this is something I would suggest everybody to try and see it for yourself if that helps. So thank you everyone for listening, and I'm hoping to receive some comments. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and do comment if you want any specific aspect for me to do here in my channel. So thank you so much. Have a nice day ahead. Bye.